I'm just updating, and we're going to get right into today's session. Just give me 1 second. We'll get the music going again. Boom, 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 boom. Give me a second. We're going to get you flying. Hey, Jason, we're going to get you all counted just in a second. Hold on to your friend. Hold on to your White Sox. We're going to get things moving. Woo, woo. Big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to Jason. Big shout out to Dave. Big shout out to Wenna. Big shout out to Quinn. Big shout out to Jason M. Big shout out to Ethan M. Big shout out to Leah. Big shout out to Gabriel. Let's get it rocking, shall we? Let's get it moving. Stop the music. Stop the music.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right?
Hey, everybody! How are we doing tonight? And wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and good night. From all across the globe, we want to bring you to SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. Woo! We want to get things kicking with this countdown to the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's rock! Okay, so we're here to talk about SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. And right now we talk about, what are we talking about? We are talking about our website. So we got to go and find out if we have any tickets sold. Last time I checked, we did not, but who knows? Maybe we have it now. Okay, so no, we have no tickets sold. We're going to go into statistics because we want to see if it's building. Okay, we are the 11th. We had 4 visitors. Yesterday we had 1 visitor to the website. Woo! We are at 490 visitors as of October 2nd, 2024. That is awesome. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. For all those that are paying attention, that means we did not sell 21,000 tickets. Therefore, we will not be hosting a raffle draw tonight. I'm very sorry. I know everybody was anticipating a massive buy-in right now, but in order to get a buy-in, you need people driven to the website. So I'm talking to a few people to see if we can get that raffle going, because raffle means what? Value right now, right? That's what the raffle means. Value right now. So if we don't see the raffle, that's okay. Because this turns into an educational platform, but we're going to turn it into a little comedy theme tonight. I was going to do some videos for you, show you some videos on what I've been coming up with to alleviate some of the stresses. Jason, do you remember what you were talking about the other night when we got cut off? My internet died. Sorry about that, Jason. You had a great idea. I wanted to hear it, but unfortunately, the internet had other plans for me. I don't know why, but yeah, it had other plans for me. I went through a whole bunch of influencers to find out why they're not covering it the way I do, but I can't find it. If anyone else can tell me, yeah. So, what was your idea about California, Jason? Because the wildfire is there, but right now, if we wanted to move to California and help out with the relief, because there'd be lots of money spent on rebuild, right? So, what was your idea on that? Do you remember? Obviously, you said yes, so I anticipate that that's a yes. Babes channel, massive shout out. Wena, when you come on, massive shout out to you. Massive shout out to Rowena Paris, Purchase. Massive shout out to Gabriel and Leah. Massive shout out to Dong and her family. You can't do nothing now, but there should be some way that we could get water for the firefighters and right. Okay, so um, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Jason, I don't know if you're aware of it. They cut off the water supply for maintenance during like the driest season of the year, plus the wind factor. Plus, they don't know if this was an arson or if this was an act of God. So there's a huge investigation going on into this. With so many migrants into the U.S., it is very hard to predict. But even with this being said, like there was people going around starting fires. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but people will get caught using hairspray to start garbage cans on fire. I mean, come on. Why would you do such a thing? And the looting, I'm not understanding the looting part of it, because if somebody wants to go into a property what has been decimated, becomes very dangerous. There's bent metal. There's shards of glass from solar panels that you shouldn't be touching. So, like for cleanup wise, that's what I was thinking about, Jason. Is we go get a bobcat, go get a team of people, and start tearing things apart, and then separating the garbage from the non-garbage, and then those that have insurance, as opposed to those that don't have insurance, because the state government is going to step in and provide funding for those that don't have insurance. Now, with that being said, I don't know what the prognosis is for what is available and the amount of garbage and where you're going to put that garbage. That's the other problem. Santa Monica, from what I understand, is that they're really close to the ocean anyway. In Malibu's got like literally almost 100 miles of beachfront property in Malibu that's gone. Gone. Avril Lavigne's not happy, but Avril Lavigne has like 4 homes, right? So most of them will have multiple homes. They don't just live in one location, except for Eugene Levy. I heard Eugene Levy only has one property. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but uh, but most millionaires already have it covered, right? The thing is getting new lumber in there, getting a construction company in there, and rebuild as quickly as possible. No, they can't rebuild just yet. Got to get rid of the garbage. Got to find out where you're going to put the garbage. Got to find out what kind of levies are going to be imposed from the state of California. I would think that they'd want it done immediately. So there might be some loopholes that come up that we can take advantage of if we wanted to move there. But that being said, the water supply is a major concern. So uh, because of the maintenance that they were doing with the water supply, they shut off that water supply to California, which was just drastically thing that they could do during the dry season. So you know whose name's gonna fall on that one, right? And that's why, yeah, shout out to everyone. Rowena, big shout out to Rowena. Woo! So that's getting away from SHIB, right? So I was talking to influencers about what's going on with SHIB. No one has a clue. Just so you know, the market sold off, not just in SHIB, but the cryptocurrency market and the stock market. We did hit that fundamental line on the bottom right here. We did hit this fundamental line. We went below it actually today, and then we bounced up. And now we're at 21.24.247. Wena, yeah, hello SHIB family, excellent. It's good to see you in. Big shout out to Wena. Big shout out to everybody that comes in. We really appreciate the support. We need the support if we want to reduce SHIB circulating supply. We are 616 subscribers. We need 400 more to be monetized. We want to blow through that, right? We want 80,000 people to join us so that we can start reducing SHIB supply with the channel. Now, that would be amazing, and that would be a way to go for every single person because everybody would take advantage of it, right? The other part of it is to bring everybody to the website. Now, I'm talking to a few people. Way to go, Jason. Did you buy on the dip? Because if you buy now, it's kind of like it's right in that mix, right? Because it was at 20, I believe it was at 20, almost 19. What did it hit today? It was low. Like, it was ridiculously low. What was it that it hit? Yeah, 2103. That's not right. It was lower than that earlier. Oh, is that because they just changed the clock? Yeah, that's why they just changed the clock. We have 4.27 trillion trading hands in just over an hour. So, yeah, they changed the clock. Rotten youngsters. Anyway, yeah. Well, good job, Jason. That means you have a 1 million more than you had yesterday. Yay! I was thinking about buying some too, but I needed to go below the threshold, below 2,000 before I buy more. Yeah, 20. Wow, good job. Woo, woo. Inauguration, guys. Inauguration's coming up, so we're going to see some massive boosts in SHIB. So got to keep that in mind. The first 100 days to see what Trump is going to do for cryptocurrency. From what I understand, he was looking at buying up all the cryptocurrencies so that would stop China and Russia from obtaining it. Now, I don't know how successful he's going to be because you have to buy a massive amount of it. And the only one that I would buy, of course, is my favorite, right? Everybody knows what my favorite is. SHIB. Why? Why do we love SHIB so much? Zero governance, guys. Zero. No governance. No wages. No wages whatsoever. Okay? No one's getting paid. If you look at other influencers, the first thing they talk about is SHIB. The second thing they talk about is not SHIB. They talk about other coins to get you into it. They go diversify, diversify, diversify. If you have a guaranteed winner, why would you need to diversify? If you're diversifying, you're taking the risk that someone else can rug pull you, or you're taking a chance that someone can get you suckered into it so they can sell it. Because most of these are treated like financial institutions. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Now, SHIB isn't a financial institution. SHIB isn't anything. It's just a currency. And how can you know it's a currency? It's not a meme. A meme coin has no utility. This has a massive utility, just people don't see it. The utility for SHIB is the reduction. So when it started with the reduction, that was from Vitalik Buterin. That's what gave it a governance. That's what gave it utility, not governance. Gave it utility. Okay, so back in 2021 of June, when he created the 3 wallets, instant utility. Nobody caught it. Not even Vitalik Buterin caught it. And everybody goes, it's just a meme. It's not. No, it's reducing its circulating supply, you doorknobs. He just removed 410 trillion SHIB. You did not see the utility. Then you're blind. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. If you didn't see the utility when he burned through 410 trillion SHIB, there's something wrong upstairs. Okay, hey, that's just me. That's just me, right? It's on me. Because if you were to take something, you had a Coke, cans of Coke, 589 trillion Coke. You took half of them and said, we don't need that many. There's too many already in circulation, so we'll take 410 trillion of them off the market. And every time someone drinks one, that's one less. So at first, it starts off with nothing, right? It starts off less than nothing. And as it reduces, you're adding value to it because now it's not being consumed because it's too cheap to be consumed. It makes sense? So you're reducing the amount that's in supply. So that means there's people throwing it in the garbage can because they're like, well, we have so much of it. It's like we have too much of it. So if we have too much of it, we throw it away. And that's the people who have way too much of it. So the ones that are holding trillions of SHIB, yeah, they're throwing it away. The guys that have, like Jason and myself, we don't have billions and trillions of SHIB, so we're not going to throw anything away. But if the government is allowing you to use the cans of Coke and they're giving you a tax write-off every time you throw it, so every time you throw it out, it's more value to you than keeping it. Make sense? So that's what the government's doing. So they're paying them to get rid of it. So I want you to think about that. When you're throwing something away, you're going to make more than what you did when you had it. So anyone watch Trading Places? Anybody? Anyone watch Trading Places? Do you remember when he has when Eddie Murphy is given the vase and he goes, I have a vase. How much is it worth? Well, they wouldn't tell him how much it was worth. So he broke it because it's mine. It's mine. I'll break it. What did they tell him that was worth? $30,000. Okay, $30,000. But the insurance on it is $35,000. So he just made them $5,000. But actually, he made them $35,000 because it was worth more broken than what it was worth when it was in its state. Does that make sense? Because of the valuation of it was at 30,000, but it was appraised at 35. Make sense? Same thing goes with SHIB. Exact same thing goes with SHIB. So you got to keep that in mind. Every time that they're doing it is because it's increasing their value in it. That's exactly why it is the way it is. That's exactly what SHIB is doing for you as a consumer, right? That you understand the product knowledge and why the reduction of SHIB circulating supply is being represented by the exact same principles as the Trading Places with the vase. The exact same concept. So if you understand those, then you'll understand why they're doing it in the first place. Is because it's worth more if they reduce it than if they keep it. That's the bottom line. So that's why it's just a time bomb waiting to go off. That's exactly what it is. The SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle would make it so that everybody would be able to gather as much information as they can so they can get educated and they would understand the whole concept of almost impeccable impossibilities as far as SHIB is concerned. It's just once it starts to snowball, it's going to go through the roof because what's going to happen is all these organizations are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to follow suit with each other because it's going to increase their value. And when it increases their value, everybody's going to want to jump into it. The whole purpose of the 50-50 raffle is that everybody jumps into it so that everybody has a chance to obtain it. It's just faster, that's all. So, yeah, so to help out we all pray for all the people in California. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you so much. I know that watching your house go in shambles. I mean, I've been there. I've seen my house get decimated and my kids and I displaced for a short period of time. But there is the rebuilding, so there is that. So when you see something destroyed and you watch it being rebuilt, it gives you it. It takes the pressure off you. It's like going to build it bigger and better than it was before. So it's not a loss; it's a victory, right? You have your health, you have your family, everybody's happy. Okay, we're going to help you get wealthy. I want to see every single person that comes into the channel, comes onto the website. We want to make you extremely wealthy. How are we going to do that? Well, we need people. We need you. We need everybody. Be part of the SHIB community. How are we going to do that? How are we going to build on that? That's what I want to know. How we're going to do that. Been hosting this for now over 2 months, right? We did get more subscribers, which is awesome because that's the first thing you do is you hit the like button. Costs you nothing. Costs nothing to come in and chat and try and have a good conversation. And Jason bought a million SHIB at 4020, which is awesome. That's way to go. It's a massive movement. So that's awesome. Hopefully you save some room if it goes lower. I doubt it, but I don't know. Like SHIB, in my personal opinion, should never drop in value. It is not your typical currency. It's opposite currency. Instead of losing value every single day, it's gaining in value every single day. So something that's gaining in value, should it go down or up? It should always go up, right? If it's gaining in value, it should always go up. So, and how do you know it's gaining in value? Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into the educational part of it. We'll move right into the SHIB burns because, we prove everything that we say and do on here. So last 2 hours, we burned 18,973. Hey, Jason, that's news to you. That's 18 million SHIB back into the pot. No, gone forever. Gone forever. 56,000 SHIB gone forever. 123,000 SHIB gone forever. 1 million SHIB 5 hours ago gone forever. And we got Binance coming up. I don't know when they're coming up with theirs. But that's supposed to be, I'm hoping, it should be over 2 billion. I'm hoping 3. If they do more, that'll be fantastic. But it depends on how much money they made. But by looking at this chart, here, I'll share you the charts here. Okay. We always prove why SHIB is the best currency. Okay. Binance, 9.9 billion they traded today. Okay. Today, within 24 hours. Bybit, 3.46 billion in volume. Crypto.com, 3.19 billion. Upbit, 2.72 billion. Whitebit, 2.18 billion. BitGet, 2.08 billion. Coinbase Pro, 1.63 billion. MEXC Global, 1.53 billion. Gate.io, 1.44 billion. OKX, 1.34 billion. Okay, so we could go down the list of all those that, all the exchanges. But all of these exchanges all have one thing in common. They have to get into SHIB. They don't want to be left behind. I don't know where Robinhood is on this list, but Robinhood should be in here somewhere because they make a lot of money trading SHIB. A lot of money. Yes, gone forever. That supply BTC ETF. Okay, let's have a look at. Let's get into that actually, Jason. That's a good point. Okay, there's Gary Networks. It's at 1 cent point 278 for Gary Networks for disclosure. Disclosure and big shout out if you're coming in. There's your Gary Networks. It's down a little bit, but everything is down. We're seeing a bit of a tick up. I think Bitcoin dropped to 90,000 BTC this morning, and now it was up 94 when I saw it last. So just bear with me here. I'll get right into. Where are you? You're here somewhere. Okay, let's go back out. Start with the Gary Networks. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here, let's share this link. Okay, Bitcoin 94,749. So they're going back up to 95. 3141 for Ethereum. XRP 254. Solana is 182.84. BNB 689.13. Okay, I didn't want to get into the count right now. Dogecoin, USDC, Cardano 94 cents, Tron 22, Avalanche 35, SUI 468, Toncoin, which is where SHIB used to be, the value of 13. Stellar is beating SHIB, but not by much. Only by about 300 billion. Jeez. 42, and SHIB is at 21.21. Chainlink is at 19.39. HBAR is at 27.68. DOT is at $6.39. Anyone interested in DOT? DOT came out with news yesterday. $9.22 for Leo. Bitcoin Cash, BCH 42826. And BitGet token, BGB, $6.66. Nasty number. Uniswap, you and I, 1291. Uniswap is one of the most expensive exchanges to buy and sell off of. But the reason why that is, they host a lot. And I mean a lot. I think it's like almost 3,800 tokens that are issued on Uniswap. So they are the beginning. When someone's listing something, it's automatically Uniswap that's going to be selling it on their exchange. So it's like $50 a transaction. So it's pretty high. And then if it's loading off of Solana is cheaper. LTC 9820, 24 is Hype, 2197. Pepe 40 1692. Near far where it never mind, $4.73. APT $8.45, and internet computing $9.83. So shady shady ministries. I don't know if he's a minister, but he does talk about the Bible a lot. AAVE 28920. So we always give a shout to Shady. Well, we just started to. Oh, sorry for all those that were taking part in the festivities yesterday. XMR $203.01. Mantle MNT $1.11, and Polygon at 34 is 43.86, almost 44. Ethereum Classic 24.59. Anyone interested in anything else? Anything else? Anything at all? Okay, so we'll talk. Let's see if I can find this out, guys. I'm on the 100 wallet holders, and there's nothing here. Okay, so they are hiding something. Always looked at that when they're always doing maintenance. It's like, ooh, the big reveal is coming. It's going to tell us who's buying, who's selling, and who's opening what wallet. That's going to increase or decrease the amount of supply that's on the markets. Okay, so because we're expecting 37 trillion SHIB from somewhere to be either taken off the market or put onto a different wallet. So that's going to be exciting times. That's a massive number, by the way, guys. 37 trillion on a wallet is would put it into the top three. So just so that you know, it would be under the first two because I believe that Robinhood BlackRock is at 38 trillion and 44 trillion is Binance. And Binance didn't want to be outdone by Robinhood, but Robinhood is undermining everybody because they are buying massive amounts of SHIB and then selling it on their platform so they can avoid paying Ethereum gas fees, which is massive, so that they can reduce the amount of liquidity that they would get. So that's the secret. So every single exchange is going to do it eventually. I just don't know when. Like none of us know when. We don't know when SHIB is going to explode. It could be a couple of things that cause it to start the snowball effect, but it's coming. You can see it happening. The accumulation is between me, you, and the picket fence because the accumulation part of it is the part we want it to take off, right? So we'll go into like we back everything up that we say. Okay, so 1,483,519 wallet holders. This is what I'm talking about. So if it was an organization or a company, they would buy it at market. That's true. They would buy it off in a couple exchanges. That much is true. So if it's somebody else that's buying it, you won't see it. If it's an organization that wants to buy massive amounts of SHIB, they're going to do it through the exchange. They're not going to be on the open market because the amount that they're going to buy is in the trillions. Okay, so they're not going to bother with the billions. They're going to go right into the trillions and they're going to buy a lot of it. Like when you see 37 trillion, there's $100-something million invested in that. So that tells you something right away, right? To buy 100 trillion SHIB is going to cost you almost $1 billion. So keep that in mind too, right? No, $1 billion would cost you 80 trillion, roughly 80 trillion. So if it was a country, you're seeing a country come in, that country, everything is going to be hush, hush, hush. Okay, so that's going to be dealt with on the exchanges. So Binance, because it holds so much of it, Robinhood, BlackRock, Crypto.com. Those are the four major. Then you got OKX, but OKX doesn't have enough supply to give them enough leverage. So you will see Binance and Robinhood buying an enormous amount of SHIB. If a country code of conduct comes into play, that's how you'll know. That's how you will know that SHIB is on its way to the moon. Astronomical moves. But is it happening? No. We're hearing 37 trillion, but 37 trillion from a national bank is basically just reaching out to touch people to see if it's to see a reaction because all it could be doing is moving. 37 trillion seems like a big number, but it's not a big number. Not a big enough number to concern yourself with. Not right away anyway. If you start seeing multiple 37 trillions, then it becomes an issue because you know that there's only so much supply and it will drive the price because you're seeing a reduction in circulating supply on behalf of the holders, not because they're reducing it because of the amount of holders that are holding it. So just so that you're aware of what to look for, those are the things you like to look for. Now, as far as getting the raffle going, we need about 500,000 hits a day, and we're guaranteed to sell literally millions of tickets worth of SHIB. We're on a worldwide scale, right? We're pretty much guaranteed that we're going to sell that many tickets worldwide. If we got that kind of number out there, that we're getting that much hit, that means we're reducing SHIB on a massive level, and that's beneficial to who? Every single person that's in SHIB. Okay, every time someone buys a ticket, there's a reduction set aside for the reduction of SHIB circulating supply, and the reduction's always higher than what people get paid. Okay, so keep that in mind. So when you win, you can write that off as long as you keep your wallet addresses, guys. Okay, so this is for tax purposes. So anyone in their country, if you use it and you sell your SHIB that you won to instantly gratify yourself on the amount, because you want to, everybody's the same way. You want to gratify yourself in fiat currency so that you know that that's the money I just won, so that I have that money. It's in my account. So what happens is you want to transfer that money as soon as possible and sell it, and then see that, because everybody says the same thing. Where's the money? Show me the money. So the wife tells you the same thing. It's in SHIB. It doesn't mean anything. It's in Bitcoin. It doesn't mean anything until you have it in fiat currency. Even though you know your fiat currency isn't worth anything, you still move it to your fiat currency because it gives you that gratification that you can spend it in your currency. Because in SHIB, you can't spend it. Well, you can, but I don't know if you can spend it in your country or not. Your country code of conduct may be preventing you from spending it, especially if SHIB's price isn't taken off like it should be, because it needs to get over that dollar US or dollar per pound, 1 pound. If it gets over that, then it's currency. It can be traded for something. It's going to have its own credit cards, its own backing, and then the credit cards you could be charging as you're holding it. So you become a bank. In other words, you're hedging SHIB, and that's what you want. Everybody wants to be part of something that's greater than themselves, because this is based on a community event. So everybody has to take part in it in order to reduce the circulating supply. If you reduce the circulating supply by buying a raffle ticket, everybody wins in the raffle. Everyone holding SHIB benefits. And in order to take part in the raffle, you have to have a ticket. You have to have SHIB. You don't have to have a ticket. You have to have SHIB. So that's the whole purpose of the 50-50 raffle, is to do it faster. Because once it gets going, we only have 2.5 years. We'll have no supply. We'll be under, I'm hoping, 2 billion. 2 billion SHIB left in the world. And then it's harder for them to take control of it, okay? Because it's spread out between the people. And that's what we want. We want it spread out between the people. But it'll also set a fire under the exchanges and the banks to get things moving quicker, because the raffle will be world renowned. And then, right, everybody will take part in it because it's, hey, I'm going to win. I'm going to win a lot of money here. Either way, if I'm seeing everybody coming in and buying millions of tickets, and I didn't buy a ticket, I'm going to win holding SHIB. I'm going to see a massive reduction after all the winners are announced. We're going to see a massive reduction, and all those winners win twice. But the ones that didn't win once. We all win. So why wouldn't we take part in that? Absolutely. Why wouldn't we want to take all? And why wouldn't we want to come in and benefit from it and have a lot of fun? Because who doesn't like to make money? Like Jason, you bought 1 million SHIB today. Somebody gave you 18 million back. Right? Now, did you see it? No. Did you feel it? No. But you know it added value to the 1 million that you bought. Absolutely. That's the thing. It gave you value. And it's done every day, and people are missing out on the opportunity because they don't understand it. Even when you go through the influencers, they don't get it. And I don't understand it myself. I don't understand the whole concept. Anyway, we're going to get into some videos. Keep your party hats on. We're going to see if we can bring it to you. Okay, hold on. Which ones we do earlier? We don't want to do those ones. Okay, we'll share the link.
You need to hear this if you're an investor. SHIB is the future of decentralized finance. Shiba Inu token, or SHIB, isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's a movement. With the fastest growing digital currency on the planet, SHIB is revolutionizing finance by leveraging its most exciting feature, a rapidly decreasing supply. Every SHIB burned makes it scarcer, and that scarcity turbocharges its value. Bitcoin is limited supply, a pioneer but slowing. Gold, a relic of the past. Global mining means increasing gold supply. SHIB, it's pure investor-driven energy with no centralized control. And guess what? You can be part of this revolution with the SHIB 50/50th raffle. Buy a ticket, win big, and support a currency that's making history. Each transaction fuels the burn mechanism, actively reducing circulating supply and increasing value. As more people see, this will surpass BTC and gold as this decisively drive demand for SHIB. Increased value, adoption, and global reach. SHIB is borderless and unstoppable. Scarcity ignites growth. The 50/50th raffle isn't just a game, it's a gateway. Join the revolution. Visit SHIB5050raffle.com. Get in, get SHIB, win big, burn bigger.
That's the bottom line, right? That's the bottom line. So I like the video. I don't know what you guys think. I'd like to hear from you guys, see what you think of that video. Did you like the video? Would you like to see another video? What'd you think of that video, Jason? Prince? Anybody? Rowena? Wena? Anybody at all? What'd you think of the video? Did you like it? Don't like it? What is it that you would like to see more of? Gabriel, if you're there. Leah? Ethan? Jason? Anybody? Nobody? Thanks, Prince. Well, at least it's something. Don't forget to smash that like button. It's okay, Jason? Okay, let's see if we can share another one. Doodle doo doodle doo. See what does it explain it? That's the thing, right? I think we did this one before. This is the bank revolution. I know we touched on this one. We'll do this one again for those that missed it the first time. We're just waiting for it to load. Let it load! Let it load! Let it load! We'll do some SHIB shakes while we wait. Doodle-doo, okay. So again, absolutely brilliant. How come we didn't share the video? Jeez, what? Did anyone catch that video? Ha ha ha. What's with the sound effects? That's awesome. Did anyone see the video? Here, let me see if I saw it. Oh. Nope, no one saw it. Here, let me. We'll we'll see if we can do that again. Doo-doo.
Hey there, financial enthusiasts. Today I'm diving into something that could seriously boost your profits, the SHIB Worldwide 50/50th Raffle. Now I know what you're thinking. How can a raffle do that? Let me break it down for you. Imagine every retailer from your local fast food chain to high-end jewelry stores adopting this strategy. Here's how it works. Businesses buy a substantial amount of SHIB tokens. Then, for every item sold, they write off a small percentage, $1. Half of this amount goes towards reducing the SHIB circulating supply. What's the benefit for businesses? Well, most of this cost is covered by government incentive programs designed to reduce inflation. Essentially, it's a win-win. By reducing the circulating supply of SHIB, the value of the remaining tokens can increase, and increased token value means higher profits for those holding SHIB. But that's not all. This strategy also promotes real-world financial literacy. As more businesses adopt this model, it creates a domino effect, benefiting everyone involved. It's like turning everyday transactions into a small investment for the future. So whether you're a business owner or simply a SHIB enthusiast, this raffle model offers a unique opportunity to boost profits and contribute to financial stability. Start exploring the SHIB Worldwide 50/50th Raffle today and watch your financial prospects soar. All right, that's all for now. Stay savvy, and I'll catch you in the next video.
That better? Yeah, excellent. No video. Yeah, I know, friends. Sorry about the sound effects, guys, but I was trying to keep you as entertained while it was loading. Let it load. But yeah, so those videos, make sure you share those videos. I don't know if you can. I think they're on the website. I'm going to put them on the YouTube channel. I should have them listed on the website soon. Okay, because those give an interaction into what we're trying to do for the whole world and provide that information to them. Even though it's quick, and you probably have to listen to it a few times before you understand what it actually means. But it gives people that, rather than having someone write it and then trying to have them understand what you're writing, it gives them that gateway, the understanding. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring everybody in that we can into our conversation so we can help benefit the entire world. And that's basically the gist of it, is we want to try and get them to understand what reducing SHIB circulating supply looks like for them so that they understand what value added is all about. We do that with the 589 trillion SHIB outstanding. And everybody is like, well, it's going to have to have a market capitalization. First of all, you got to get away from that market capitalization. And second of all, we only have 1.4 million wallet holders. And this is the part that drives everybody crazy. We only have 1.4 million wallet holders holding SHIB. Now, I want everybody to think about that. There's 8 billion people, billion, not millions, billion, 8 billion people. Out of the 8 billion, there's approximately 5 billion people that can buy SHIB that have no clue how to buy it. Right now, we have less than 8%, like 0.1% of the population of the world holding SHIB. And the first 50 wallets are holding majority of it. And the first thing you're going to say is, yeah, but that's exchanges holding it. Okay, everybody stop, think, and react. Okay, what's Robinhood doing with it? Are they using it to reduce SHIB circulating supply? No. They're using it to offset paying Ethereum gas fees so they can lower the amount that they charge per each transaction, which means they are cheaper than every single exchange trading SHIB. How is that beneficial to Robinhood? Massive, because now Robinhood's in the US and in UK. Huge market cap for them. They're in the 2 biggest exchanges in the world that trade on a constant basis. and they're able to undercut every single exchange on the planet, even the ones in Canada that we can't get on Robinhood and buy. We can get on crypto.com, but crypto.com still hasn't figured out that Robinhood is undercutting them. And Binance is just starting to figure it out, but Binance is doing one better than the rest of them, which is reducing circulating supply. So that's awesome. And we're expecting big things from Binance and CZ. We're expecting another 3 billion SHIB to be reduced this month. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to add value in a massive way. And they get to write it off on their taxes. So they're getting paid. It's just like the VAWs from trading places. Anyone know about the trading places? The VAWs. Remember the VAWs? Right. So I just explained what the VAWs was when I started the video. The VAWs represents Eddie Murphy making money by destroying it, because it's worth more destroyed than it is in form, because it lost value on the market. So you can't sell it. You can sell it for 30,000, but they have it insured for 35,000. So by destroying it, they actually get more money. So they made $5,000 on the vase being broken, and he did that. He goes, "Well, you want to break something else?" Remember, they said no, no, don't do that. Right. So the exact same concept applies to SHIB. Okay, the exact same thing applies to SHIB. It's worth more in the ditch than it is on the market because there's so much of it. That's the whole point of it. As why I was getting into the Coke thing, right? The cans of Coke, the exact same idea, right? Not the Coke, you know what? Coke cans, the Coca-Cola. Okay, so you would get that concept. The Coca-Cola, if it's traded less than a cent, is worth more destroyed than it is if you try and sell it. Makes sense? You get that concept? Okay, so that's why it's going to be increased in value when you reduce it. Excellent. You caught it. Excellent. So that's why SHIB is going to explode. We don't know when it's going to explode, but it's going to catch on eventually. We just don't have any idea when it's going to have that exposure where people are going to start to realize just what that means. It's worth more destroyed. What do you mean it's worth more destroyed? It's worth more destroyed. It's worth more if you take it out and reduce it than it is having value, because it's only worth 4021278 right now. If you reduce it, you're adding value to it. If you bring in more wallet holders means that everybody's trying to consume it, because they start to realize, hey, this is reducing its circulating supply. I better buy some before it's gone. Exactly. When is that going to happen? Well, there's 589 trillion of it. There's lots of it available. There isn't enough for everybody in the world. I wish you would understand that. The concept is awesome when you have only 1.4 or 1.5 or 1.6 million people holding it, but there's 8 billion people, and you're sure that none of them are going to catch on to SHIB. You're absolutely 1 billion% sure that none of them are going to catch on to SHIB, because that's what you're betting on. You're betting that none of them are going to catch on to it. And that's the insanity part, because you know darn well everybody knows everybody. What does everybody need to succeed? Money. What do you need to live? Money. Well, if you need money and you know that SHIB is going to reduce its circulating supply, either it's going to have massive buyers coming in because everybody wants to buy the Coca-Cola because they don't want to see it. They don't want to see anyone else take it from them, especially if it's going up, a tenth of a cent, a hundredth of a cent every single day. They don't want to see people take it away from them, because all of a sudden now it becomes more affordable. It costs you more to buy it now than it did before. And then you got other people who are just throwing it away because it's not worth anything. That's the bottom line. That's what they get. And by reducing it, they get to expense it for more than what it's worth. That's what I'm trying to get. That's what the message I'm trying to get to everybody is. You have to understand what SHIB is doing for you that you don't get, right? Like when I was telling Prince and Jason before, I said, When someone reduces the circulating supply, you should be up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that's money given to you. It doesn't hold value right now, but eventually it will in a massive way because everybody that's an organization is going to do it because it benefits them. Eventually it's going to catch on and it's going to be like a fireball because it'll be like this light bulb. Remember the light bulb goes off and you go, wow, that was a great idea. That's exactly what this is. It's going to be a light bulb that goes off and says, wow, the hell didn't someone tell me about this before? Because if I reduce the circulating supply, I'm getting paid from the government. The government's going to help me. Why? Why would the government help me? Because I'm limiting their supply by doing it. So if I'm limiting their supply, the IRS, the revenue agencies that they have around the world are going to do the exact same thing. CRA, same thing, because I'm adding value to that fiat currency by reducing SHIB circulating supply. So every single country should be taking this in and saying, you know what, we're going to give you 50% reduction or 80% reduction every time you reduce SHIB circulating supply because you're reducing our circulating supply by doing it. So then it's a benefit to us, we're going to benefit you. It's a win-win situation. It's very rare. It never happens. That's why it's impossible. That's why people can't wrap their head around it because it's endless, guys. The amount of reductions that are going to happen. It's like everybody's going to come up with these different reductions because it's reducing its circulating supply. It's going to be adding value, and it's going to be like a drum roll. We'll get into the drum roll. We'll do the drum roll. Exactly. It's going to be like that. So it's, you know what, that's the whole purpose of this is to educate everybody because you know for a fact it is going to explode. And if it once it explodes, it's going to be massive for everybody. And everybody in SHIB, who's everybody? For 1.4 million wallet holders. And those that are selling it obviously have no clue what they're selling. So as Jesus tells us, they know not what they do. Right? When they put him on the cross, he said, God forgive them. They know not what they do. It's the exact same concept. People don't know what they're doing. They have no concept of it. That's why we know we are fighting an uphill battle when it comes to people because first thing they say is what, Jason? What is the first thing they say? It's a hoax. It's a fraud. Right. Why do they say that? Because there's no such thing as a guaranteed investment. Well, in SHIB, there is. Every time you see a reduction, every time you see more wallets coming in and buying up SHIB, there's added value in it. So that's the whole bottom line. So everybody has to get in. Everybody has to understand what's going on. And then you'll see some massive moves in SHIB. So can we move mountains? No, but we can enforce it so that people can start to understand the educational part of it. And that's the whole bottom line. So thank you so much for everybody coming. I appreciate you all. And thanks for taking part and being part of our movement towards the whole SHIB family, army, community. We want to build bigger, better, stronger. If we do those things, we will not fail. We won't fail anyway, but it'll be faster. And everybody wants to what? Retire early. This is your retirement forthwith. It doesn't cost you very much, and don't take too many chances. Of course, buy stuff that's it might be more expensive, but if it holds security for you, absolutely. The ones that we recommend, we don't recommend anything because we'd have to do the research for you and then provide you, and then we're taking a chance ourselves because even with all the information that you have, every single exchange has this clause. I don't know if you're aware of it. We can change the fees within 72 hours of notifying you. So even if we come out, we say we're giving you this exchange, It's backed by us. We trust it 110%. Within 72 hours, it can change just like that. And if it happens, and it's too high, no one's going to trade on it. And then you're stuck on that exchange, and you don't know if you're able to move anything. And then if you can't move it to a DeFi or a trust wallet, then who's going to be responsible? The people who told you to get into it. But at that time that we told you, it was secure. That doesn't matter. You know how people are. They'll tell you right away that says, oh, I'm sorry. That's why we don't back any currency. We don't back any exchange. We do have an exchange that we use on our platform, and it's on the website. It's Bitmart that we use, and we have a link for it, just so that anybody gets into Bitmart, please understand that it's $250 on the exchange to move currency. Okay, so if you have to have $250 in it to move it. You got no problem transferring it out. Okay, no, you do have it has to be $250 to move it off the exchange, plus your fees. Okay, so it's $255. It's going to cost you $5 to move it. So they want that $5 to move it. So just saying, from Bitmart, and that's on our exchange. Now they allow us to transfer money back and forth, and they charge nothing for people putting it in Bitmart, but they charge us for moving it off. They charge us $5. Same thing with the burn. They charge us $5 to send it to the burn. Okay, so just so everybody's aware, there is fees, and those fees are associated. Now, we haven't done a raffle yet, so I have no idea if they're going to stay true to their word, but that's the clause 2 that they put in there, where they can change the fees within 72 hours. So, like I said, all the exchanges do the exact same thing, right? They put that clause in there. We can change it anytime we like, and we'll give you notice on it. But that notice is 72 hours, and majority of the notice is not emailed to you. It's on the exchange itself. So you have to be logged into the exchange to see that. I'm Will, your host. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to rock you out. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rowena. Thanks, Jason Cox. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Prince, thanks for coming, even though you're marketing director, my trustee. Thank you. Thanks, Gabriel. Thanks, Rowena. Thanks, Wena. Thanks, Babes Channel. Big shout out to you. And thanks for everybody that I haven't mentioned that you're somewhere in here. We've had 10 people on tonight, so that was awesome. I like to have about 40 to 50,000 people in here. But hey, got to start off somewhere, right? So we'll just keep building and laughing and having a great time. That's what we're here for. Is we want to make sure that everybody gets extremely wealthy in SHIB, and we want to make sure that everybody gets that knowledge base. Without that knowledge base, I'm sorry, but you're going to get left behind, and there's going to be a lot of crying. We don't want crying. We don't want tears. We want to make everybody happy. Everybody should have a chance to be happy. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great, wonderful evening. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves you. Live long and prosper, every single person. And take good care and have a great and wonderful evening. All right, we're going to rock you out. Play that funky music, white boy. Oh, don't want something. Trump shuffle. Double. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the evening. Rest of it. Cheers. Cheers. God bless each and every one of you. Jason, take good care of yourself, eh? Once you come back in. Disclosure, you're out there. Thanks for coming. We did ship Berry Network. It was at fall of 1 cent, 1.276 when we last checked it. So Berry Network. We don't like to talk about other currencies because why? Or in other economic. Because it has governance. Anything that has governance means manipulated. It is what it is. If you're watching the chart, then you're watching the protocol. If you're watching the chart, because it's still part of that knowledge base. People aren't knowledgeable about it, so they don't understand it. That's why it's the chart. Eventually we will break out of it. I don't know when, but we will break away from it. Once we start catching on to what SHIB actually is.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bye. Have a great night. Cheers. God bless you.